Good, frighteningly frigid Tuesday. Welcome to Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, providing superior forecasting for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith on this cold, cold Tuesday, the 24th of February 2015. And under generally clear to partly cloudy skies this morning, we have temperature records that were broken at JFK, LaGuardia, Newark, Islip, parts of Connecticut. Lots of records here. We looked at the records for Trenton. Mount Pocono is probably going to get at it. Right now it's tied at 14 degrees below zero. That is a record for Mount Pocono, so that's tied. Nothing new records here for Philadelphia. We didn't reach the minimums from records in this location here, but in the New Jersey, New York City metropolitan area, we certainly broke many records across the region this morning, and we continue to do so across interior sections as well, where temperatures this morning are below zero, in many cases about 10 to 15 degrees below zero the further north you go. Here in Sussex County, 15 degrees below zero this morning. It's going to take a while to get that car started this morning. If it's outside, if it's not in the garage, and obviously it's going to take a while for your interiors to warm up as well. Right now it's 18 degrees below zero in Walpack, 14 degrees below zero in Lafayette. Let's take a look at some of the minimums from this morning. It was 20 degrees below here in Walpack. You get the idea, just frigidly cold. Watches, warnings, and advisories. We have these wind chill advisories for the Poconos here and northeastern Pennsylvania. These will be expiring at 10 a.m. this morning. We have nothing else for the land or sea here for today. Morning surface chart from weatherroanoke.com, and digital atmosphere software shows the Arctic high pressure right over the Virginias here. It's a trough axis here. This is what's left of Winter Storm Quantum, as it produced a significant amount of snow and icing across the Tennessee River Valley overnight and from Texas too. And this is all shearing out to the east now, and this will remain to our south as high pressure and dry cold air. Arctic high pressure is in control of our region today. Morning pass of the visible satellite imagery shows generally clear skies across the region. We have some mid and upper level cloud cover across the region. Very little lifting is going on here in the atmosphere. Just a cold dome of high pressure is in control, and absolutely nothing is showing up on the radar in our location. This is all sliding out towards the Carolinas and will remain to our south during today. And on the aviational weather deck today, we have VFR conditions expected through tonight. The winds will be light, and visibilities will be good. They'll shift around to the northerly and southeasterly throughout the day. And models are showing a layer of around 1,000 to 3,000 feet of clouds becoming nearly saturated across much of the region. Given how weak the winds are, it seems unlikely at this time that will mean persistent ceilings at that level, but have included the scattered mention of them into the terminals today. The outlook for Wednesday, VFR, gusty westerly winds possible in the afternoon. Thursday, mostly VFR, possible light MVFR, IFR, and snow south and east of Philly and Wilmington. Could affect Millville, Atlantic City late Thursday morning before moving out to sea. Friday and Saturday, VFR conditions. It's bone cold in Newark this morning at 5 degrees, dew point -11, and that is the relative humidity of 46%. The wind is light and variable at 3. A few clouds at 25,000. Visibilities are pretty good. They're about 10 miles. And basically we're seeing westerly winds on the light side today, shifting around to the southwest with VFR conditions. For Philadelphia right now, it's 8 degrees, dew point -5 Fahrenheit, humidity 54%. The wind is out of the northeast at 5. Visibility better than 10 miles, a few clouds at 20,000 and 28,000, and basically VFR conditions in place for today. Short-term, high-resolution rapid refresh model shows an increase of cloud cover by later this afternoon and this evening as another Arctic front moves through the region. Should be some light snow showers out to the west as this cold pool comes in. Just a reinforcing shot of cold air, but no precipitation for the region. NAM forecasted temperatures starting out on the negative side and other side of zero this morning, getting into the teens and lower 20s. And we should remain in that category through tomorrow morning in the teens and low 20s as a result of cloud cover increasing. Another Arctic front moves through the region during tomorrow, keeping the atmosphere dry and cold. And we break for sunshine and temperatures by Thursday morning again in the single digits to below zero over interior regions, low to mid-teens right along the coast and in the city. And basically we continue with the forecast where temperatures will be in the teens to low and mid-20s on Thursday afternoon with cold, dry conditions. Water vapor and 500 millibar analysis this morning shows our big cutoff low here over the southwestern United States, and this has produced quite a bit of snow. It even produced a tornado in Berkeley, California yesterday afternoon, and snow in the mountains here of Arizona and parts of Utah and Colorado too. They had plenty of snow in this area here, and of course last night and early this morning we had plenty of reports of snow across the Mississippi and Tennessee Valley as that storm system gets sheared out to the east. Here's our upper level low across Hudson's Bay, Canada, and it's going to drag another cold front through the region by tomorrow afternoon. GFS maps into motion. Arctic high pressure is leaving, and the air is still very cold with low thicknesses here. Here comes our next cold front and trough access moving through the southeastern regions of Canada, and this will be pushing a cold front through the region. What's left over of quantum or the storm across the Mississippi and Tennessee Valley will then head out to sea, and there'll be some icing and rain concerns around the Carolina coast late tonight, early tomorrow morning as that continues to move through. This trough and cold front will move through the region, and we'll break out of this tomorrow with very little in the way of precipitation at all. Just cold dome of high pressure, and then we'll have to watch this across the southern portions of the Delmarva and interior regions of the Virginias here. This could be producing some light snow, but most of this will stay south and probably not even clip Delaware or coastal New Jersey, but we'll be monitoring that on Thursday morning. That goes out, more high pressure builds in across the region, and that means we're cold and dry to start the weekend off, and high pressure will be in control. It looks like most of the weekend is going to be good. We get into Sunday night and Monday, system coming across the north again with isentropic lift. Notice our winds have shifted all the way around to the opposite side or direction now to the southwest. It means warming over a cold dome. That means snow breaks out with a little bit of ice. We'll be monitoring this for travel concerns during your commute on Monday morning. We're already in March 2nd as of Monday, and here we go. Active pattern on the way. High pressure is in control for early Tuesday. Another system slides across, and we get isentropic lift again over the top of the cold dome. We mix in with snow and ice and rain again on Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning. This storm system will head up towards the St. Lawrence River Valley because we still don't have any blocking here in the northern Atlantic, so we remain on the warmer side, and hence most of this will be in the form of rain by the time we get to Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon. That pulls through, that moves off the coast, and then an active pattern continues as high pressure continues into control with very cold air still in place for the first week of March as well, and we'll be monitoring all of these other disturbances undercutting the flow off the mid and southeastern Atlantic coast states. 500 millibar height analysis for the period of the next 10 days to take you to the 4th day of March. The European model guidance, the GFS, the CMC also seeing the same kind of thing. We basically have a negative PNA setting up now with the ridge axis extending into the Gulf of Alaska and the Aleutian Islands here, a trough in the means over the southwestern United States and the western United States, meaning a ridge trying to build in across the eastern United States, and that means more of a zonal flow and perhaps a little bit more warming to the atmosphere than we've seen over the last couple of days, but still this is a very fast flow with disturbances undercutting this feature here, and also the main trough axis here still from Hudson's Bay, Canada through this plains. This is a positive trough axis here. Which model is going to be correct? They all show similarities here, and I would say that moderation is going to be a factor in all of this, but we're still going to be in an active weather pattern going through with storms probably cutting up through the Great Lakes and then eventually leading us on the warmer side with more rain versus snow and ice, but we'll be monitoring all of these as they come along. So for everything live, it's Garden State Weather, gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. I'm forecaster Robert Smith. Do stay warm. Have a very good Tuesday. We'll be back on Wednesday morning.